Hey guys, what's going on? So today we're going to be continuing our custom stringing series. So this customer is from New York and actually didn't want his name to be said on camera, but he sent in two awesome heads and I could not be more happy with how these came out. So first head he sent in was a Nas 2 with brand new Carolina Striker Hero 2.0, and he sent in a full Carolina Hero Strings pack as well. So let's break down how awesome this head is. So he wanted a face-off pocket in this head, so we threw in 2 straights and a heavy stack nylon, as well as a double 9-diamond protected triangle top string. You can take a look here. Super nice. And like I said, a face-off pocket. So my face-off pocket typically works like this. Pretty shifty mid-bat. You know, something that's going to shift a little bit higher and shift a little bit lower. But most importantly, it's that I use knots all the way down on the side to make sure that those knots are not going to be moving with the warp. And I always string with the warp of the head, that is. And I always string a pretty wide channel, nothing too Goldilocks, nothing too tight, because as the head starts to warp, you don't want it to be too channeled or else the ball won't go in and out of the stick. That being said, it's a really baggy mid, so that when he's using face-offs with it and he has a ball in the back of the stick, he can just throw it up in the air, catch it, and the ball's ready to go. He's ready to play with it. So that's why I did the pocket that I do for face-offs. One little intricacy he wanted added is that he wanted, although there were different pockets, this head to throw as closely as possible to the next head, and I think I achieved that. The next head I did for him is probably one of the favorites I've done in a while. It was a completely murdered out black Rabel 2X strung with Hero 2.0, black Hero 2.0. So let's look at the breakdown of this head. Like I said, once again, he wanted the 2 straights with a heavy stack nylon, so that's what we gave him. And then he also wanted the 9-diamond double triangle protected top string, and that's what we put in up top, as you can see right there. Moving down the head, we gave him a nice mid-high pocket like he asked. It's kind of hard to see in the black, especially since I have a black shirt, but it's a mid-high pocket. Let me see if I put this in here for you. Yeah. Mid-high pocket. It's going to shift a little bit lower, one-handed cradling. It's going to sit right here, and he asked for a Goldilocks channel in this one, so we delivered. It came out super nice, and I know he's going to love the way it turned out. And like I said, the intricacy he wanted added was he wanted this head to throw as closely as possible to this head. So what I did was, for my face-off pocket, I just included a 2, where I usually would have put a 1, in sort of the same location that I use my stack knotted SI in this head. Basically meaning that it's going to have kind of the same feel when it's in his pocket, and hopefully the same feeling of release, especially considering the same shooter setup in both heads. And I'm really happy with how these two came out. They're some of my favorites I've done in a really long time, and I can't wait for him to get them. The next head we have going out is an Eclipse 2 to Noah Schwab, who is going to be playing goalie for the Air Force Academy next year, which is just awesome. So Noah contacted me. He wanted to get a head strung up with LaxDotComTV, in specific an Eclipse 2, so I had one. So I strung it up, like I said, with the LaxDotComTV. Came out with a super nice, the depth is as his request, super nice mid-low pocket that's just going to be so consistent and so accurate. Outlets on this thing are going to be crazy. They're just going to be so straight down the center with a really long, nice and defined channel. He asked for 2 low U's, low meaning just lower on the placement of the head, and then I threw in the 2 nylons for him because I think it's just going to help with his release. But I don't always string goalie heads, but I've gotten a lot better at them since I started, and the past probably 10 goalie heads I've done for customers have been straight fire, and this one is no exception. I'm super happy with the way this one came out. If you haven't checked out my review of the Eclipse 2, it's probably already live, so make sure to check down in the description to see that video. Hey guys, just wanted to include this head in this video before I had to give it out back to the kid. It is a royal blue Maverick Tactic that he got all strung up with a brand new LE Zone Tech Hero Mesh 2.0. So he actually paid me to get, the head, the mesh, everything, string it all up, and then he's picking it up in a little bit actually. So I just wanted to make sure to get this one on video. It came out really nicely. Super nice mid-high pocket. Obviously it's going to shift low, shift high. Just really nice, consistent pocket altogether, and the face shape with the Zone Tech just looks absolutely awesome. And I'm really glad with how this one came out, and I'm sure he's gonna love it. So can't wait for him to get it. To start off, guys, we are going to be looking at a awesome Hammer 500 that I did up for a teammate of mine from my high school, so as well as the same town as me, for Jack. So like I said, this is an orange to white fade, actually dyed by Style & Strings. Jack sent it out to the Style & Strings to get dyed, and then he gave it to me to get strung, and he actually wanted me to replicate a pocket that I did for him in a gray Hammer 500. You could probably see in the past custom stringing video, which I'll try to link in one of the info cards. But like I said, he got a orange to white fade, and then he requested some String King 3X in here, so that's what I put in. The whole thing looks awesome. One thing I wanted to do was a orange triangle up top. I think that would have looked sick, but he wanted it all white. But either way, it looks really awesome. I gave him the pocket he got last time, so super nice mid-high pocket. Really nice and defined channel. This is the pocket that I recommend for defensive players, especially in a really wide head like the Hammer, but I know this combination is going to be absolutely lethal with 2 straights and 1 nylon, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he has to say. Next up, we have an awesome order for Matt, also from New Jersey. He goes to the same high school as me as well. He's a couple years younger than me, but he dropped off a box from Sports Stop actually with 5 pieces of String King Edition 3, both S and X, 3S and 3X, 3S and 3X, and then he also dropped off 5 brand new white Clutch Elite X's, which is the head that he uses, and he wanted to have the same pocket in all of them with the same shooter setup, pretty much replica all the heads to each other, just different in terms of what mesh they're going to be using in each head. So this is the pocket I gave him. It's a nice mid-high pocket, super shifty, shift a little bit higher or lower. It's pretty much all pockets do. And this one's just super nice. I really love where the ball's going to sit in the middle of the head. He's a 2-way MIDI, and being both that it's a really good head for 2-way MIDIs, a Brian Clutch Axe, as well as the pocket I put in, which is going to be super smooth, really easy to release the ball, and overall a really great pocket for someone his age. I know it's going to be awesome. He requested 3 straights for all of them, which I did, and I did a 9-diamond triangle, just a regular 9-diamond protected top string, and the really shifty mid pocket with a really nice channel that's a little bit wider than what I usually do, only because I know this pocket's going to be absolutely lethal for the kind of player that he is, so I'm really looking forward to see what he thinks. But like I said, it was 5 heads, so here they all are, and they're all going to be going out to him today or tomorrow whenever he decides to pick them up. But we have 1 with 3X, 1 with 3S, 1 with 3X again, so that's 2 with 3X, a third with 3X, and then the second with 3S, so altogether 5 heads. And just real quick, I want to talk about the difference between 3S and 3X mesh in terms of how it's going to actually form a pocket for you when you're playing with it. This is important. I've heard people want to switch between 3S and 3X, what the difference is going to be. So here's a 3X pocket. I strung the exact same patterns in both the heads, and I'll hold it up next to a 3S pocket. You can take a look at the difference. Just fix this. Take a look at the difference right here. So this is the 3X, this is the 3S. So one thing you'll notice is a 3X has a little bit of a tighter channel, while 3S is a little bit more shifty. You can just tell from how malleable it is. And that's just the version of the mesh. You know, 3S is definitely better for someone who likes it a little bit softer, so you can have a little bit more feel of the ball. You're going to have more of a shifty pocket. You're also going to have just a tad bit of looser channel, just because of 3X. It doesn't channel as loosely. All of these heads are going to be really similar. I think the 3X is going to give a little bit more power on the shots, while 3S is going to be a little bit better for ball control, as well as catching and throwing, just the regular motions. But all of them are great options, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he likes better between the 3S and the 3X, and how the heads really work out for him.